Now your dad might find comfort in the back seat of this car, but you, behind its wheel, would find it to be door-head turner wherever you go. This is the Audi A6 Matrix. You got a long muscular hood moving in the side. You'll find this really strong and sharp looking shoulder line that runs right from the tail lamp all the way to the headlamp cluster at the front. The roof slopes in so sleekly into the boot, making it look coupe-esque. You're getting 5 V-spoke 18-inch wheels with this one, being the S-line, that really stand out and give the car such good stability over bumps. As we move into the back, you'll find it looking really brutish. That's the word that comes to mind. Because exactly, it's one of those cars that I really love. The way it looks at the back, it just hunkers down this way, with these huge tail lamps that have dynamic indicators wrapping themselves around this corner here. Got this nice chrome strip here at the lip of the boot. Put your foot underneath it, and you'll find it just pops open just like that. 530 liters of space that you're getting inside here. You got some hidden compartments out here. You got your Bose subwoofer in there, and then some nets out here. Some hooks as well around here to keep things from moving. And underneath here, you're getting a space saver spare wheel. To shut the boot, you simply just shut it down to that. There's no button whatsoever. Moving down, the exhaust cutouts are fake. You've got the real pipes right in there, but they do look good. This being the S-Line package, you're getting this S-Line kit all around it, which makes the car look sportier. The S-Line kit that you're getting on this vehicle is pretty evident with these low down skirts that you're getting on the side. As we move into the front of the vehicle, you find these fake air vents out here, but then you get this nice chunky piece that really pops out of the bumper, a diffuser-esque look coming into the corner as well out here. Under the hood, we're getting this 2-liter TDI diesel engine that churns out 187 horsepower at a whopping 400 Newton meters of torque. That's great power, and as you take a look at it, it's so well enclosed, the entire engine bay. So this insulation prevents any of this diesel engine rattle noise coming in there, keeping it really quiet and not making you realize that it's a diesel. The grille at the front is this really huge hexagonal design. It's got these horizontal chrome lines that run right across it that allows some good airflow for the vehicle. The headlamps out here are the party piece of this car. They're matrix, and what that means is they do tend to turn night in a day. The clarity and visual awareness that you're going to be getting at night is second from none. They adapt to bends. They can anticipate vehicles that come. Accordingly, the high beam as well switches off individual LEDs, and they're all customizable whenever you're using them, making it so comfortable to take a look at anything in the dark. Inside the A6 now, and I cannot understand where do I begin. This cabin is so loaded with all that tech, as well as some fine materials that are so well crafted. I mean, just look at this raw wood finish that runs from the door panel all the way into the dash out here. You just feel that you're enveloped in the lap of luxury. Milano leather seats are what I'm seated in. Everything inside here is soft touch. When you take a look at the dash, it's soft touch. The infotainment system region, the glove case, the door panels, it's all soft touch. You got ample storage inside the glove region here. It opens nice and wide. In the center console, there's another cubby storage out there. Got an ashtray as well as a 12-volt charging socket. Click this and it slides back sleekly. Another cubby storage right out here. Couple of cup holders that are actually adjustable, so they're not just meant for small cups with a click of that button. Inside the center arm storage, you got a double storage out here under the armrest, one out there as well as one below it. You got your aux port as well as a couple of USBs down there, and another 12-volt charging socket right out here. You got some decent door storage out here that fits in up to 1-liter bottles, and also you've got a nice button out there that'll actually let you open the boot from there. The driver's door also houses a couple of child lock buttons that activate the locks on the rear doors. The visors have vanity mirrors with lights. The sunroof opens up with a simple push of this button. The shade goes back along with it. It's not the biggest, but it does its job. And to close it back, you just flick that switch that way. But the shade needs to be pulled back manually. I've got a lovely 4-spoke steering wheel out here that's got electrically adjustable reach as well as rake function. The instrument cluster that you see out here has this 3D appeal. It's almost as though the dials are popping out of it. The steering mounted controls are pretty well built as well. Variety of options out here. With the simple click of this options button, it tells you whether you want the onboard computer to show all these details of the vehicle. On the right side, you've got your volume control buttons as well as the navigation options. With the simple click of which, the maps show up in the display. All these switches, as well as this wooden finish in the center console, makes it feel a very expensive place to be in. The infotainment screen is an 8-inch display. This MMI TFT screen out here you see is one of Audi's finest. It's a colored screen that gives you a wide variety of options. So with the click of this button out here that says car, you notice I get this incredible system that Audi's designed, which is the air dynamic suspension control system, which lets me raise or lower the height of the vehicle depending on the kind of terrain I'm coasting on. And I can also select different drive modes from here, go to individual, and what I notice is I can actually adjust the responsiveness of the engine and the gearbox, whether I want the air suspension to be in comfort, auto or dynamic, and whatever kind of feedback I want, whether the steering's got to be more dynamic or I'm just interested in some kind of a comfort setup. You can alter anything about the car from here. Get into the car systems, you'll see the animations on the TFT screen are so fluid. You can set up your AC settings, telephone options. If I connect a phone, that's going to show up there. The radio button is a simple click. It lights up in red, and you got your volume scroll out here. And you even have this lovely touchpad that's so sleek and pretty responsive to the touch. You've got your navigation out here. Click on that, and just that way it flips into navigation. With the simple press of the menu button and the help of the scroll wheel, you can run through a few more options. In terms of media options, you've got a CD changer, Bluetooth, and an auxiliary input as well. For instance, if you don't want the MMI display to show up and you want it to be down while you're driving, you can just simply put it down with a simple click of the button out here, and off it goes inside, merging seamlessly with the dashboard. The 14-speaker Bose hi-fi audio system is an absolute treat for music lovers, creating a whopping 472 watts of sound power, an absolute party house. You got a 4-zone climatic control system here in the A6, and they have these lovely LED lights on either side of them indicating cold or hot. Up there is where the temperature also displays on the TFT screen and the MMI display. If I want to sync it, I just simply press the sync button here, and with that click, the passenger as well as the drivers is synced. You get a traction control on and off switch here. Got the rear blind control button out here. With a simple click, there's ample shade created in the back seats, and as well as your park assist button. So when I click on that, you got dynamic guidelines that show up. In the back seat of the A6, I've got ample headroom, seats that have completely held my back at an incline, making it very comfortable. Leg room's good as well. I'm around 5'10", seats in my position, and it's all good. 3 at the back isn't what I'd go for. Huge transmission tunnel in the between. Got an armrest that pops open this way. That's got the split storage, and it also comes with this lovely remote control with a nice scroll wheel that lets you control the MMI system in the front. So Audi's really thought about all your comfort and needs. Press this button out here. A couple of cup holders pop out from it. Pushes right in that way. No actual hatch to access the boot, so you can't do that. Climatic control system, so I can actually adjust the temperature as to whatever I want. And then even wherever the airflow has to come to, even that can be adjusted. You've got vents out here in the center console, as well as here in the B pillars, which automatically adapt to whatever you set in your zone. On the side here, I've got this nice sunshade that helps keep the sun out, which I really love seeing in cars. Soft touch material all around. That raw wood finish continues here at the back as well. Door panels are nice, sturdy, soft as well. Ashtrays with the click of a button. Aside from that, in the center console you also get a nice 12-volt charging socket out there, a cigarette lighter that is actually another socket to charge stuff. Netted storage out here behind the seats. You can actually connect a TFT screen, I'm guessing, at the back here. That's what these ports are for. As you take a look at the side windows, the C-pillar has this nice cutout in it. There's another glass right out here, so visibility is pretty good. And you also get this nice neat boss button feature in the A6 out here, which lets you bring the front passenger seat ahead or behind with a click of a button. At the end fit, it's luxury. Different kit, you get door sills that say S-Line, at the front as well as the rear. We're all set to take a good spin now in the A6. So without further ado, with a finger on the start engine button, the car's on now. 7-speed S-tronic gearbox is what this is. Liquid smooth, is it? Or is it not? We're gonna find that out. The parking brake is electric. Pushing it down, it gets released. And we're all set to move. What comes to mind first is the feel of the steering wheel. It's so well stitched. I'm in comfort mode right now. The right suspension has also been set to comfort. However, let me just put it in auto real quick. The steering is so light for a car of this size. You don't really feel it driving something this huge. Tends to handle bumps really comfortably. As expected, those huge wheels really know how to glide over them. Visibility all around is good. The A-pillars are narrow enough so you can see from all sides pretty comfortably. Huge rear glass at the back. The side view mirrors as well are nice and large. There's one really comfortable thing about the car is I still haven't realized I'm driving a big car. It's just that people on the road out there can feel its size and they just simply tend to give you way. So the road presence is hell evident. Diesel engine or whatever it is, even in bumper to bumper traffic, I can just simply feel slight press of that accelerator and it just goes. And all of this is while it's in comfort mode. We're gonna just simply dip it into sport now for a bit. See what kind of a kick the car can give us. And off we go. This car knows how to rev. It sure does know how to go. It just simply is pulling. That was an incredible 0 to 100 that I in fact just simply landed with around about 8 seconds. You can feel how it just simply thrusts. The steering knows how to go. It red lines all the way to 5,000 RPM. It's a beast that just simply knows how to eat the tarmac. Braking is good as well. It's pretty responsive, lowering the suspension now a little bit. Has great feedback. I mean, dynamic suspension, what am I even going to be moaning about feedback? It's obviously going to be there, and it's giving me that. The steering waits up at a higher speed, so even at slower speeds, it's a good car. This one is a front wheel drive. The only drawback about the A6 Matrix that's now 5 years old is that Audi did not bring it out with a Quattro or an all-wheel drive version. Yet the front wheels in it are powered up, that deliver whenever you need them to. Under thigh support as well in the front seats is really comfortable. So at the end of it, the A6 is an absolute dynamic masterpiece to drive. Comfort wise, it wraps you in luxury. Behind the wheel as well, like I just said, you'll never hesitate to take charge of it, as it commands its looks from the front to the rear to the sides. And to my boys in Punjab, चार खड़े वाली गड्डी लेनिया ते फिर A6 ही होनी चाहिदी।